The movie begins with a couple locked in passionate kissing until suddenly they stopped. A comment from the man ruins the moment. This is Gabby Cartwright, a skilled woodsmith. She and her husband, Elliot Cartwright, a dedicated medical doctor, have been happily married for years. They have two lovely daughters, Olivia and Alana. For years, motherhood kept Gabby so busy. She rarely had time for the modern distractions other women worry about, parties or fashion trends. But now, the girls are older. They need her less. She feels an emptiness growing and thinks maybe another baby could fill that void. Unfortunately, Elliot doesn't feel the same. So, what does he do? He makes a unilateral decision, a vasectomy, ending Gabby's hopes of having another child. And he's proud enough to bring it up during sex. That's why she pulled away. Elliot tries to apologize, but Gabby refuses to entertain it. And that, right there, is where the cracks begin to show in their 18-year marriage. Meanwhile, her carefree sister, Josephine, has broken in, again after a wild night out. She's nursing a brutal hangover. Elliot and the girls prepare to leave for a father-daughter camping trip. Gabby gives Elliot a half-hearted farewell. Minutes later, her best friend, Claire, pressures her to attend a friend's party. At the party, the host, their old friend. Trish looks radiant, almost glowing. She approaches them and jokes that she's now a double D, divorced and desperate. Then she drags Claire onto the dance floor. Gabby wanders to the bar and meets a handsome, much younger man, Matt Shaw. He flirts with her effortlessly. Gabby quickly mentions her husband and children, but that doesn't deter him. He tells her she looks incredible for her age. At that moment, Elliot calls, and Gabby steps away. Matt looks her up. He compliments her craft woodworking, says it an unusual profession for a woman. When she asks what he does, he simply says, "I'm in social media." Before leaving, he invites her to come see a project he's working on. Sparks fly between them, subtle, but unmistakable. Claire notices and teases her, but Gabby brushes it off. Back home, Gabby looks him up. Matt isn't just handsome. He's a rising star in tech, the founder of a booming social media platform, and a philanthropist. Gabby's curiosity grows into fascination. The next day, she accepts Matt's invitation. He builds schools for underprivileged children. She happens to meet him while he's promoting his latest project. Matt opens up. He was a foster kid, bounced through the system until he fought his way to success. Now, he's determined to give children the opportunities he never had. A classic rags to riches story that melts hearts. Before she leaves, he makes her an offer. He wants her to be a design consultant on the project. Back home, Claire announces she's pregnant. Elliot and Gabby congratulate her, but the news reopens an old wound. The vasectomy. Elliot apologizes again, but Gabby demands he reverse it if he's truly sorry. He refuses. The next day, Matt reaches out again. Gabby accepts the job and dives into work immediately. Soon, the 42-year-old mother of two and the 33-year-old tech entrepreneur begin messaging like teenagers. Leaves, sand, photos, they shared them all. Claire notices the shift, but Gabby insists nothing is happening. But she is obsessed. Matt makes her feel seen, alive. Sensation she hasn't felt in years. Then Matt invites her to dinner with their architect. But when she arrives, there's no architect. He tells her the meeting was rescheduled. He wanted to have dinner with her. Gabby says they should keep things professional and at most remain just friends. Back home, Elliot's workload interferes with their planned spring break getaway. He's been asked to attend a medical conference. Disappointed, Gabby turns to Matt. He sends her an old desk, asking her to restore it for him. 1 week and 1,000 messages later, the desk is finally finished. That weekend, with Elliot and the girls away, Matt decides to surprise her at home. Says he's come to see his desk. In the workshop, Matt caresses the wood, all while showering her with praise. The tension thickens, the air practically vibrating between them. And then, it happens. Gabby gives in to temptation, risking her entire life just because she felt desired. But once it's over, reality slams back. She asks him to leave immediately, while she rushes to pick Elliot up from the airport. Later, guilt-stricken and shaking, Gabby meets Matt and the architect. She tells Matt to keep his distance. It's over. They can't be even just friends anymore. Gabby returns to Elliot, continuing her role as the devoted, caring wife. But life throws a brutal curveball at her. Everyone notices her mood swings, even she does. So she visits her doctor. And then comes the bombshell. She's pregnant. She freezes. Then, pretending it's for a friend, she asks how likely it is to conceive if the man has had a vasectomy. The doctor says the odds are next to impossible. Her world begins to spin. She hid her affair flawlessly. But a pregnancy? That's not something she can hide forever. So now, what does she do? She turns to Claire for advice. Claire doesn't sugarcoat anything. She tells her plainly, choose your marriage and get rid of the baby. But Gabby has wanted this child for years, and now it's here, in the worst way imaginable. With trembling courage, she tells Elliot she's pregnant. But she tries to put it on him. I'm not stupid. Elliot snaps. He demands the truth. With quivering lips, Gabby finally admits, I slept with someone. Then, unbelievably, she tells him not to overreact, that they can work through it. He can still be a father to the baby. No one ever has to know. Elliot explodes. I will know, he shouts. He leaves the house angrily. Gabby leaves countless voicemails, but no response. The next day, Elliot finds her waiting for him at the hospital. She begs him to talk, promises she'll do anything to fix things. Elliot looks at her, hollow. You slept with another man. Nothing will make this right. Gabby fires back. And you had a vasectomy behind my back. Elliot simply walks away, leaving her standing there alone. Later at home, the girls demand to know what's going on. Gabby tells them she's pregnant and that Elliot is leaving home. Olivia immediately have a go at her father. But then Gabby reveals the truth. And just like that, Olivia switches sides. She begs Elliot to take her along when he leaves. And in an instant, the family splits. Elliot and Olivia go to stay with Claire and her family. Claire tells Gabby bluntly, Elliot doesn't want to talk to you. Desperate, Gabby goes to Matt. Surely a man who has dedicated his life to helping children must love kids. She asks how he feels about having children of his own one day. To her shock, he calmly says he doesn't want kids. He'll never have the time for them. Right then and there, she decides not to tell him about the pregnancy. Months pass. Her baby bump grows, and Elliot and Olivia still live with Claire. After Lana's school event, Elliot finally speaks to her. He says they need to sell the house so they can buy separate places. Gabby refuses. She still clings to the hope of reconciliation. But Elliot is unmoved. As far as he's concerned, the marriage is over. Even Claire, her best friend, turns against her. She's fully on Elliot's side now. Gabby returns home to find a realtor hammering 4 sale signs into the lawn. She rips them down in anger. She tries again to reconnect with Olivia, to rebuild their mother-daughter bond, but Olivia stares her in the eyes and says, I hate you. Then comes Thanksgiving. All their friends and family gather at Claire's house for a big, warm celebration. Gabby spends the day with Josephine, keeping her distance, trying not to fall apart. Later, Gabby makes a bold proposal. She wants to buy the house herself. She doesn't have the money yet, but she promises to pay in installments. Anything to keep a piece of the life she once had. Not long after, they're called to Alana's school. Apparently, she bullied another student. Elliot immediately blames Gabby for Alana's behavior. Gabby fires back, saying he's just as responsible as she is. Later, Olivia finally forgives her and returns home. When Gabby suggests that Elliot should come home for Christmas, she's shocked when he agrees. But that afternoon, while out for groceries, she sees Matt. She tries to hide her baby bump, but fails. Matt is stunned when she tells him the baby is his. He asks when she planned to tell him. She explains she tried, but he had said he never wanted kids. Cool, Matt suddenly isn't cool at all. He walks away angrily. The next day, the Cartwrights gather for Christmas. After the girls leave the room, Gabby gives Elliot a gift, still hopeful for reconciliation. Elliot refuses it, then drops a bomb. He's seeing someone. And not just anyone, Trish, her friend. The woman whose party started this whole nightmare. Gabby forces a smile, pretending she's happy for him. When he leaves, she turns off the lights. And with them, perhaps the last light left in their marriage. The next day, it happens. The baby is coming. Elliot stays by her side through the entire delivery. A baby boy is born, Henry Cartwright. When Elliot hears the baby bears his name, emotion overwhelms him. He rushes out of the room to pull himself together. Gabby later informs Matt about Henry's arrival. Back home, Elliot praises Alana for overcoming her issues at school. But she asks, "How can you forgive me for everything I did, but not forgive Mom?" It hits him hard. But all he can say is, it's not that simple. Matt visits to meet his son. The girls meet him, and as expected, Olivia isn't thrilled. Gabby reassures her that she and Matt are not together, but he deserves to know his child. She begs Olivia to accept Matt for little Henry's sake. Then Elliot appears. He's brought a gift for the baby. But when he sees Gabby walking away with Matt, all the softness he'd been rebuilding collapses. Later, Gabby runs into Elliot and Trish at a restaurant. It's painfully awkward. Gabby tells him she's happy to see him happy, but deep down, she wishes she were the one at his side. Elliot looks emotional, lost, torn between past and present. Soon after, at the gym, Gabby bumps into Trish and her former best friend, Claire. Trish seems to have replaced her in every way. Gabby asks whether it would be too awkward for her to ask Trish to say hi to Elliot for her. But Trish simply informs her she should do it herself, because she and Elliot are no longer together. Shocked, Gabby rushes to the hospital. For the first time, she apologizes with her whole heart. She tells Elliot she's sorry for hurting him, begs him to forgive her. She wants to wake up beside him again to say hi to him herself every morning. Elliot admits he's had time to think and realizes it wasn't all her fault. He was the one who refused to listen. And then he kisses her. Just like that, the Cartwrights are together again. But not just them, even Matt is now part of their extended family. Elliot finally meets him, and together, they form one big, messy, modern family. In the end, the movie highlights the importance of communication and accountability. The Cartwrights almost fell apart because of poor communication, bad decisions, and a lack of accountability. What would you have done if you were in Elliot's shoes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you were captivated by the story, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite thrillers.